Here we are in New Jersey with Sam Losar from YCD Multimedia.
Hello, Adrian. Good to be here.
Now, you're a local to New Jersey, I think.
Absolutely. I live in New Jersey in the last 25 years.
And we're in Asbury Park, Asbury Boardwalk now?
Right.
How far away?
I'm about 55 miles north.
Okay.
I'm a few miles north of New York City.
And you've lived there how long, you said?
25 years.
25 years?
30 years in the US. 5 years in Manhattan, as many newcomers to this country, and then we moved to New Jersey.
Okay. And you go into Manhattan most days of the week for work, I guess?
Absolutely. I'm one of these people on the bridge every morning.
Okay, that's fine.
Enjoying traffic.
Now, the reason you're here with us today, it's your 20th anniversary next week. This is not your anniversary, but the YCD's anniversary. You've been around for 20 years. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. You've got a big party coming up next week, and you're sponsoring New York Digital Signage Week. How long have you been with YCD yourself?
I joined YCD 10 years ago.
That's when we first met. That was probably the days when it was still YCD and Scenario, maybe separate?
That's correct. It was still, I was with Scenario, and both companies operated kind of as friendly competitors at the time.
Both Israeli startups?
Yes.
And when did they get together?
YCD acquired Scenario at the end of 2011. And it was a very synergistic event. The cultures were very similar. The products were complementary. So it was really a way to optimize operations and offer a wider product line to the market.
So a very good example of a good M&A.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now we're talking about that. So Sam is, as well as YCD's party on Wednesday evening, Sam is speaking at the DailyDOOH Investor Conference on Wednesday afternoon, alongside Broadsign, CRI and Cineplex, talking about M&A in the software space. We've had a lot of that happening.
Yes.
You've been looking at other companies as well, I guess, to continue the M&A sort of thing.
We're always, with open eyes. We are growing in the last 10 years, I would say, we are growing mostly organically. But, looking at the marketplace, at what's happening in the marketplace, we're always keeping our eyes open for potentially the right opportunity.
Sensible thing to do.
Yes.
You've got some great customers. I know you're not allowed to talk about all of them. Microsoft is a big one, which everybody knows about, I think. Last time you and I were together, we were in London in June, July, for the opening of the Microsoft London store. Tell us a little bit about just the London store for a start.
Sure. So Microsoft started opening stores in 2010. There are 84 stores.
84?
84 stores, out of which 3 of them are flagships.
Yep.
But even the stores that are not flagships are very large stores with very large canvases made of video walls that our software is driving. The flagships are in New York City, Sydney, Australia, and the latest one was established in London. The biggest difference between the London store and the other stores is the fact that the London store is all made of LEDs.
The whole wall?
All the walls.
All the walls.
Yeah,
and the columns, I think.
And the columns, exactly. So there are many large LEDs, very high resolution, and all of them are driven as what we call a canvas.
Yeah.
A lot of flexibility for the customer to...
Right. This is what YCD and Scenario were always known for, being able to do flexible things with large canvases.
Correct.
On Windows-based PCs.
Correct.
Is there no LCD in the Microsoft store? Is there in London?
In London? There are no video walls.
No video walls.
So all the large areas, display areas, are all LEDs.
Yeah. So everybody seems to think that that's the trend. Is LEDs taking over the space of LCD video walls? You'd agree with that?
Absolutely. We see more and more. I cannot tell you when there will be a total shift, but the fact that LEDs are made with much higher resolution, can be utilized indoors, and you can create your own canvas in terms of size.
Yeah. And of course, the LED, they don't really have bezels to speak of. So,
exactly. That's one of the biggest differentiators.
Okay. Now, how long's the New York flagship store been around? This is where we're having the party on Wednesday night. How long's that been around?
Correct. 2015.
Right. Okay. Now, many people regular to New York Digital Signage Week will remember a couple of years ago you were kind enough to help us sort out the Microsoft tour. So we did a retail tour. So we took about 15, 20 different retail analysts, bloggers, influencers and things, took them around the store. It was designed to be a tour of about an hour. People didn't leave for about 3 or 4 hours. There was 5 stalls, there's an IMAX theatre, a cinema, gaming areas, all sorts of wonderful things. Tell us a little about what you've got arranged for Wednesday night. I know there's a discrete number of people who can come. I know it's limited, but how many people? So what have people got in store on the Wednesday night?
Sure. So for the 20th anniversary, Microsoft was very kind to allow us to have a party in their store. It's an exclusive party for partners and customers.
And press?
And press,
Thank you.
Sam Press.
Thank you.
Exclusive to Sam Press. It's a sold-out event. We have a lot of interest. And in addition to just meeting with our partners and customers, there will be few VIP tours of the store.
Right.
Not only the public area, but areas that normally are not
Right.
open to the public.
Okay, and this is there was the broadcast thing we saw, which wasn't open to the public before. I think the gaming area, and so if you've been invited, you need to obviously go if you say you're going to go. But it's a fantastic thing to see. It'll be quite unique. So that helps you celebrate 20th anniversary. I'm assuming that there'll be cake there as well.
Of course.
Have to have a birthday cake. Many people associate you with retail, with YCD with retail, but
Yeah.
you're actually in lots of different areas. Transportation is one, I think.
Right.
Corporate, you do a lot of work of.
Correct.
How can you get your messages across to people when you've got so many high-profile clients that don't really want you to talk about too much about what they do?
Right. Well, it's a challenge, not only for us, I think for many of our colleagues in the industry, but we highly focused our message on few key differentiators. And basically, if I want to summarize it in one sentence, is allowing our partners and customers to create powerful experiences, but to use off-the-shelf toolkit, our software, to do so.
Right.
And in New York, specifically where our office is based, we have multiple installations, like the Marriott Marquis, LED, some retail, and we invite people to visit, when they visit New York, take them around and show them, and then we can explain.
Okay.
The
So New York
benefits.
Digital Week is pretty good for you because you've probably got what, 15, 20 different installations you could show people.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very good week for us. We're always waiting for that October timeframe, not only for us to meet with customers and other colleagues, but also to utilize the time and the fact that people come into town to take them around and show
Right.
them.
Good. Sam, thank you for your time.
Thank you.